In this month's news magazine, Lindsey Wilson's Public Safety Department gives us a few tips on how to stay safe on campus. We also take a gander at the old Adair County Courthouse. Ellen Zorn spoke with us about its history and the future plans for the building. Finally, we recap Lindsey Wilson's men's and women's basketball seasons.
Welcome to the 6th edition of the LWC News Magazine, covering your community and campus news at 12:30 and 7. I'm Emily Ramage with Emily Carnes for your March edition. Emily, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am a senior at Lindsey Wilson College. I'll be graduating in December with a degree in communications, and I thought this would be a really great experience for myself.
And we turn now to our updates. We start with our 4 and 4, where we bring you the main events of the month, all in the first 4 minutes. These top events are happening on your campus and in your community. Lindsey Wilson College will be releasing students March 12th through March 16th for spring break. The first event of our 4 and 4 is Movie Night at Green River Cinema on Tuesday, March 20th, located off Camelsville Bypass. The first 100 LWC students to show their student IDs will receive free admissions to the movie of their choice, sponsored by RAVE, SGA, and Student Activities Board. To find out more info, contact Jane Hopkins at hopkinsj@lindsey.edu. Also, on Tuesday, March 20th, there will be a Cornhole Tournament. Registration begins at 6:30 p.m. in the Holloway Health and Wellness Center. Tournament begins at 7 p.m. and the winners will receive a cash prize, sponsored by Intramurals and Student Activities Board. If you're looking for a fun and entertaining time, Monday, March 26th, Lindsey Wilson College is hosting an indoor flag football tournament. For more info, contact Jane Hopkins at hopkinsj@lindsey.edu. Do you want to learn a new language or brush up on a rusty one? The Language Awareness Day and International Student Festival will be held on Wednesday, March 28th from 1 to 4 p.m. in the Bigger Sports Center. The event is sponsored by the International Club. For more details, go to the website info@lindsey.edu.
Those are the main events of the month, all in the first 4 minutes. That includes our 4 and 4. Many events have been going on in the community since our last newscast. When we come back, LWC News Magazine's Kelly Berry tells us about a special place in the community, the heart of the Columbia Square.
And that wraps up our community and campus updates. Stay tuned after the break for news in your community. We'll be right back.
Bundling your services is a great value with Duo County Telecom's Triple Play package. For just over $100 per month, get our reliable voice, internet, and digital TV services all in one package. Call today to upgrade and save with a bundle.
Come visit your neighborhood Napa Auto Parts store. We've got everything you need to keep your vehicle running smooth. You can stop in at one of our 3 stores in Russell Springs, Columbia, or Campbellsville. We're your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs.
Gaddy Shamrock has been a family-owned corporation for several generations. You can depend on us to deliver quality products and services to the job site. Gaddy Shamrock always makes sure you're getting the best for what you need. No matter if it's sealing a residential driveway, supplying farm line to a customer, or paving a county road, we always keep your safety and satisfaction in mind. Give us a call for all your residential, commercial, and aggregate rock needs.
All hands on deck! It's right below us!
The simple joy of a great catch. Like McDonald's flaky Filet-O-Fish topped with tangy tartar sauce and melty cheese. Right now, get 2 for just $3.33.
Thanks for staying with us, and welcome back to the community segment of the LWC News Magazine.
The Columbia Square is a buzzing place with cars circling around the heart of the city. This main artery takes you from the center of it all and out into the community. LWC News Magazine's Kelly Berry will tell you about the Columbia Courthouse.
Yeah, it was built in 1884, and it was done by the McDonald brothers. They were an architectural firm out of Louisville, Kentucky. And they actually had a blueprint for a courthouse that could be, used by different counties. And so there were several of them around. However, now ours is about the only one in Kentucky. I think ours is the only one in Kentucky that is still left standing. Okay, this is a photograph painting of the courthouse. It was actually done by Miss Joanna Odell. He was a teacher in the Dare County school system for many years. She's retired now, and is also very artistic and is very much interested in the courthouse. She's of course part of our group. And she did this drawing, it was from a postcard that was made of the courthouse. And in this particular drawing, that does not have the wings or the porticos or the additions. They've been called different things, but the parts there. Whereas in this one, in this snow scene here that Mayor Pat Bell did, this one does have the additions on there. Kind of a difference, in the two. The additions were added in 1974. Is when they were actually added to the courthouse. Currently, what we are undertaking is the courthouse. What happened was back, I believe it was August of 2010, our judge executive, Miss Ann Melton, called together a meeting because they knew that the courthouse was going to be vacated. At the time, we were the oldest courthouse in Kentucky that was actually being used as a courthouse. And there had been some talk about, what happened to the courthouse and et cetera. But when we found out for sure that we were getting the judicial center, and then actually got the judicial center, then it became apparent with what's going to happen with the courthouse. And as of course with anything else, there were many people who wanted to keep the courthouse, knew its historical value, its value to the community. The city of Columbia has the clock tower as its symbol. When you think of Adair County, when people who have been through Adair County, the courthouse is what they think of.
This is a wall. But the wall you see behind me, along with the one behind it, may not be there anymore if this plan goes through. This will become one giant room and can be used for anything, such as wedding receptions, family reunions, and anything of that nature.
So that's what the plan is, at some point. For right now, though, we would just like to have it usable and go ahead and use it as it is for community events, for receptions, it'd be a wonderful place for plays. It's even got a built-up area there where the judge's bench was. Well, the judge's bench is actually still there, but where the judge, sat, that's raised. And could use the room behind that because it does have running water. It's like a, change area. There where the grand jury room was has a sink and water, so if someone wanted to bring food and cater or anything, we've got that there, as well. So that's the plan for upstairs, and we hope to be able to do something there just real soon. Mainly, we just want to get people in there. That's one of our main things. Christmas in Columbia worked out really well, for us to use the courthouse for that. Of course, Lindsey Wilson had something that was just wonderful, but a lot of people still wanted something for downtown Columbia, and the courthouse was available, and so that worked out really, really well and gave people the first time to really seen it in a couple of years.
These and other plans have been thought out for the courthouse, but due to lack of funds and other things, they haven't been set in motion yet. So for now, the verdict is, it stays empty.
The courthouse will always be a symbol of Columbia's past, but also the potential for what the future holds. Heading southeast to the center of another square, LWC News Magazine takes you to Russell County, where I had the chance to examine the history of the Jamestown Square. The Spirit of the American Doughboy was a sculpture made in 1920 to honor those who died, were wounded, or served in the World War. Since its creation, the American Doughboy has been replicated and now stands in over 110 cities throughout the United States. The American Doughboy now stands tall in the center of the Jamestown, Kentucky Square. Jamestown citizen Dan Woodruff tells us more about the American Doughboy.
The post has redone the Doughboy monument per se, and I was what you call a leader in charge of getting the stuff done on the monument, and we've we're at a point now where it's fairly almost done, but we've still got a few more things to do. So.
The Doughboy in Jamestown was dedicated in 1937 in memory of the 13 servicemen from Russell County who lost their life during World War I. After World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War, the names of 71 servicemen from Russell Springs were engraved on the base of the Doughboy.
It was started in 1929, and I think it was finished. The Doughboy was finished in 1937. People that have served in the service from Russell Countyans that have served from the service, or kin of Russell County from the service. We have, we're going to have, I think, 3 Medal of Honor winners. Alvin C. York has a monument up there. And he was here for the original dedication of the monument. I think it was 1937. And when we dedicated in 2008, his sons were here.
In 2008, the Jamestown Doughboy was replaced with a cast bronze copy after being hit by a truck.
Well, we rededicated it because the original Doughboy was hit by a car and was broken in a whole bunch of pieces. Both arms were broke off, and it broke off at the knees. And the rifle was busted in about 50 pieces. And we determined it would be cost prohibitive to try to fix all that, so we had another one recast in bronze. The original one was zinc, a zinc oxide, zinc and copper oxide, and it was kind of brittle anyway, so we had one cast in bronze, and we got a new bronze monument. But it was the same figure that we had. Now, it's not really about me, or it's about the people that served.
The spirit of the American Doughboy sculpture stands tall today to represent the servicemen and women who have provided protection and freedom for our country. The history of the Doughboy lives on.
After the break, LWC News Magazine will take you to campus and bring you news from Lindsey Wilson College. Stay tuned.
If it's not the hottest new phone, it's garbage. Bluegrass Cellular has all the cool new styles, so I can pick a phone that's totally fab. And that makes me happy.
Fab phones. That's Bluesporia. That's Bluegrass.
New job, new place, new roommates, same storage problems. With Bluegrass Cellular, I'm set up to collect all the awesomest apps on my new tablet. That makes me happy.
Awesomest apps. That's Bluesporia. That's Bluegrass.
For over 140 years, the Bank of Columbia has relied on 2 simple yet solid principles: serve our customers and serve our community. Like a reliable friend you can trust, we're here to meet your needs and expectations, providing you with services ranging from opening a checking account to financing your dream home or business. We offer the best in banking. Stop in and see why we've been in business since 1866. Like the clock on our building, we always have time for you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Winter brings cold temperatures, snow, and rain, all of which can damage your gravel driveways or barn lots. These conditions can make it tough for you to do the things you need, like feeding your livestock or simply getting around on your property. If that is your case, let Selby Asphalt Maintenance haul and apply your rock. Whether it's your driveway, road to the barn, or your barn lot, Selby Asphalt Maintenance can handle all your rock needs, including backhoe services. Just call Michael or Brandon Selby at 866-2014 or 858-9055, or visit us online at selbyasphalt.com.
I'm talking about plastic. No business cards, no room keys. Ray, you know the deal. Wall Street, come on.
What are you guys doing?
Playing credit card roulette.
If your card gets picked, you buy lunch.
Ooh, that's chancy. Where are you going?
McDonald's.
I'm in.
Especially since McDonald's Daily Double is just $1.89. With 2 juicy patties, tomato, lettuce, cheese, and mayo. You just can't lose.
I love winning.
You know you lost, right?
Welcome back to the campus segment of LWC News Magazine. This segment is dedicated to news from the Hill. There have been many security issues on campus this school year involving young women on campus at night. Our very own Emily Carnes took a look at some of the security issues on LWC campus. Here's an inside look.
Well, the most commonly thing that we run across as far as campus crime goes is theft, parking lot theft, mostly people leaving their belongings in cars and not leaving them locked in most cases, but they can be broken into or whatever, so don't flaunt your valuables and those kind of things, and keep things put up and keep all your doors locked. Just think things through before you get into whatever situations. If you're going to get together with friends or whatever, just make sure that they're familiar faces if you're off campus or in residence halls. Just always use what they call the buddy system. Let your roommate or friend know or whatever what your plans are or intentions, and that way that if you're not back at your normal time or doing what you're normally accustomed to doing, they'll know that something's wrong. I encourage everybody to use public safety. We're here 24 hours a day. If you need an escort, if you don't feel safe going to or from, or you see an unfamiliar situation for that matter, it just doesn't look right, call public safety, get them involved, let them see if it needs to be further investigated. We'll get the right people involved. We work closely with the local police, state police to try to enforce laws. For the most part though, just let somebody know. Resident directors, RAs, public safety, let us all know.
Always remember safety when walking late at night and avoid walking alone. There are always plenty of athletic competitions to join in at the Doris and Bob Holloway Wellness Center. LWC's very own Joel Peterson takes his athleticism and competitive nature one step further. I went and spoke with Joel to find out about his latest endeavor.
It's obviously a 6-week challenge, and it gives people the opportunity to kind of count their mileage in a swim, which is up to 2.4 miles, a bike ride, which is 112 miles, and a run, which is 26.2 miles. And they've got 6 weeks to complete this. And we're trying to keep track of everything that they do here in the Health and Wellness Center as well as outside of the Health and Wellness Center. First of all, one of the things that we did last semester was we did a an English Channel Challenge, and we noticed that all of the participants in that, they really liked watching their progress. As we had like little fishies up on the wall, they really enjoyed watching their progress. So what I want to do is offer up another challenge where more people, not just swimmers, but the rest of the people who use the facility could also see their progress. And then on a personal note, I am competing in an Ironman this November down in Florida as a kind of a personal event, personal goal. Right now, I am currently training about 10 hours a week. As it gets closer to November and actually even through the summer, I'll be doing upwards of 15 to 20 hours a week of training, usually about 3 hours in the pool a week, about 8 to 10 hours on a bike, and the remainder on a run, which would probably, once it builds up, it would be about 4 or 5 hours a week running. I'd say throughout my life, I've always been more of an endurance person rather than a short sprint type of person. So for me, it's kind of like that culminating event. My father was a high school track athlete, but he passed away a few years ago, or last year, because of health problems that so many people face these days. Everything from bladder cancer and liver failure, kidney failure, and those types of things. And one of the things for me is I want to just give them the opportunity to, say, hey, look, it's not all about what you have as far as what you're inherited and what you get from your parents. You can make a difference, and to say that you can't, I just have a hard time believing that. Along those lines, I also noticed that the challenge that we have here at the Health and Wellness Center, and along with me doing that personal challenge, has started to inspire a few other people to maybe try something that they haven't really done. For some people, it's been riding a bike. They're just not comfortable riding a bike. And for other people, it's getting in the pool. But by offering that challenge and in conjunction with what I'm trying to accomplish personally, I've just found it that it inspires some other people to try something new and try to achieve some of those personal goals for them as well.
If you want to speak with Joel, head on over to the Holloway Health and Wellness Center. You can get in a good workout during your visit. And if you want a place where you can find all of the details for Blue Raider sports, you found it.
Coming up next from Lindsey Wilson College, Kelly Berry with sports.
If you subscribe to the crazy notion that the financial goals of a lifetime deserve more than a 10-minute chat,
if you believe your financial advisor should listen as much as he speaks,
join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Contact Josh Root in Jamestown or Adam Stilley in Russell Springs.
Over 2,000 colleges and universities in America, and to be a part of a college that has singled itself out. You look at the catalogs, if you go online and you read their purpose statement, and you just don't find any college anywhere that does for students what Lindsey Wilson does.
Bundling your services is a great value with Duo County Telecom's Triple Play package. For just over $100 per month, get our reliable voice, internet, and digital TV services all in one package. Call today to upgrade and save with a bundle.
Come visit your neighborhood Napa Auto Parts store. We've got everything you need to keep your vehicle running smooth. You can stop in at one of our 3 stores in Russell Springs, Columbia, or Campbellsville. We're your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs.
LWC News Magazine welcomes you to the Blue Raider Sports segment. We start out with Kelly Berry, who will be recapping our Blue Raider sports.
Thank you very much, Emily. They were the smallest team, the shortest team. That didn't keep them from getting to the championship game. The 1972 Lindsey Wilson men's team was in the NLCAA tournament, and just the 6th national tournament, they managed to make it to the championship game against Palmer College. That's when Micah Harvey buried what his teammate Vic Stansberry called the greatest fadeaway ever in the closing seconds of the game to pull off a 68-66 upset in the championship game. Coming off a 19-11 season and 7-9 in the Mid-South Conference, 4 Lady Raiders look to end their Lindsey Wilson careers on a high note. Taylor Lockridge, Michelle Copley, Tiffany Williams, and Ashley Franklin will all hang up the banner after this year, completing their 4-year run as Blue Raiders. Taylor Lockridge averaged 11.4 minutes per game and shot 35.4% from the field. Michelle Copley averaged 21 minutes a game and had 27 steals. Tiffany Williams clocked in at 11 minutes a game, and Ashley Franklin averaged 24 minutes a game and 7.5 points per contest. Some key players returning for the Lady Raiders include Ani Niamke, started 27 of 29 appearances as a freshman, shooting over 45% from the field and 36 from behind the arc. She grabbed 115 rebounds, averaged 12.6 points a game, and led the team with 91 assists. Jasmine Brim, another key returner, shot 47% from the field on 29 appearances and averaged 14.7 a game. Casey Litzinger, another great return, averaged 21 minutes a game. And Sarah Gillis, second on the team in three-point shooting, 34% from behind the arc. And one conversation about the Lady Raiders wouldn't be complete without mentioning the star. Ashley Rainey averaging a double-double all season long, 24.6 points per game, 12 rebounds a game. She led the team in points, rebounds, and shooting percentage. Closing the regular season campaign with a thrilling comeback over St. Catherine, the LWC men's team rose to as high as 8th in the country with a 20-8 record overall and 12-4 in the Mid-South Conference, crowning them regular season conference champions. The men's basketball team also has their share of senior departures. Justin Archie, the starting point guard, is second on the team in field goal percentage, third in three-point percentage. He had 98 rebounds, 118 assists. Charles Baker, another one of the seniors, shot 51.8% from the field and just over 35% from behind the arc, averaging 6.1 points per game in 18 appearances. Chase Spreen was one of 4 players to appear in every single game this season, and the only Raider to start all of them. He led the team in minutes per game, shots made, free throw percentage, steals, and points per game. And he also had 2 game-winning shots against Georgetown College. Unfortunately, only one of those could appear on ESPN. On January 14th, in the closing seconds of a thriller, Spreen gathers the rebound and heaves an answered prayer 80 feet at the buzzer. If you have not seen this shot, or you want to watch it again, you can visit www.youtube.com/LWC Athletics. The key players returning for the men's Raiders team: Kalen Kimberland, Wesley Hansbard, Chase Cox, Darren Ballou, and Josh White.
Well, that wraps up sports and the March edition of the LWC News Magazine. See you every Monday at 12:30 and 7.
We'll be here covering your community and campus news. Thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Carnes with Emily Ramage. Have a great Monday.